Hi gang, hope you're well. I'm here in the We Are Barrett group in Belfast, and I'm here with the amazing Brian Barrett. And I've known Brian Barrett many years, and I've watched him grow a fantastic business, a fantastic corporation. One of the things that COVID has done, not just to Brian, but to many people across the world, it actually has taken a thriving business and basically bring a stop to it. Brian had three elements to his business. He had the estate agency, which he was servicing. He was servicing the shop fit outs. He was also doing the van fit outs and graphics. And as Brian would tell you, he had a full order book on all parts of the business. Then Brian phoned me because there was nothing happening. Obviously, he sat down with the family and he was wondering where does he go from here. And we got the call back in March, Brian, wasn't it?
Yeah, yep, definitely.
And Brian wanted to explore his options and how he could move from not a static business as such, because there were still the workshops and all here, but the doors were closed. So Brian, thankfully, you and I talked about a year ago.
Hooked me in.
I hooked you in finally. I threw that lead out about a year back. And it wasn't the right time for probably Brian. You were busy working on a lot of different projects, which is fantastic. And I'd always been saying to Brian about to be moving more social, more online. COVID more or less brought the shutters down. So, Brian, how did we help you?
To be honest, twofold. It was just, for me, Henry, it's like any business owner. Being in business, being self-employed can be a lonely place, and it's good to be able to talk to people. And I obviously had thought about this beforehand, and you're obviously know you're too busy, you don't have a time. But I had time to sit and think, and I reflected and said, look, I need help. And the thing that I needed help was we needed to shout louder, and you'll probably see that in all our vans, and basically that's what I am doing. And I needed somebody like you guys to come on board with a creative mind, and to really what has helped me is that you are understanding my business, and you understand me, and you understand what I'm trying to achieve. And that was it. That alone is a big plus for me. That the good thing is that you've listened, and I've worked with other companies before, years ago now, that weren't listening to what I wanted, and then I fell in with another guy. We did a brand which was brilliant. But you guys took me to the next level. So it's the social media side, the LinkedIn, the Facebook, the video content, all that's just took me to the next level. It's also created, it's opened doors for me too, where I have found that because I'm on the LinkedIn side of things now, I'm being seen by other business owners. And they can now see the wide range of products we do. And there's people that have contacted me that I've known for years, but that didn't know the other side of things. So you have opened a lot of doors, which has been great. Yeah,
fantastic. So good to hear for us. It's a major success story. It's like any relationship, it hasn't come without its problems. And as Brian said to me, I'm going to bust your chops. And Brian has busted my chops on a few occasions. But our relationship has stood the test of time. And that's I think the beauty of relationships don't always run smooth. And I think sometimes it's easy to run away at times. And we met Brian back in March. We sat down and we made a strategy with him. We wanted him. It was easy because one of your strap lines is shout louder. And one of the things that we said to all our clients prior to the knowledge that things were getting locked down, do not go to ground, but shout louder. We took Brian, worked out a strategy. We looked at his LinkedIn profile, because primarily you're a B2B market. We looked at some B2C work with some of the COVID stuff. We also looked at the video content, because a lot of people know We Are Barrett as a firm, but nobody knows Brian. And we wanted to bring this beautiful face online. And we wanted to merge, because there were a couple of guys that I was speaking to, but then, well, who's doing Brian Barrett? So I was saying, well, we're actually doing it. I always see his vans about, but I've never actually seen him. So we wanted to bring together the actual drive and the person of Brian Barrett too. And we wanted to tell his story, because it's an amazing story. You came from a joiner, you had Halifax's on board. We're now sitting at 185, and we wanted to tell the world basically what Brian Barrett was about, what his mission was. We wanted, one of our passions was to get the 18 staff back in the saddle where this place is rocking again. So that was part of our passion as well.
Totally, yeah.
And as Brian says, that when you become more visible, people start to see what you do. What I find about a lot of businesses, by the way, and I'll say this for free, is a lot of people who have got different facets of their businesses. But when you're dealing with, say, one particular person, and you've got maybe 3 or 4 other elements to your business that they actually don't know about.
Oh, totally.
And this is the beauty of social media and video content. We can actually, they reckon you can put, 2 million words in about 30 or 40 seconds of video.
Yeah.
And one of the things that people love now is to tell a story. And that's what we've actually done.
Yep.
And and it's encouraging to hear that one of the things you said to me maybe about a month ago, that, and not everybody tells you this, but thankfully Brian did. He says, honey, I'm doing business with people now that I've never ever done like business with.
See that COVID thing, we were dealing with solicitors' practices, accountancy practices, and we were never in them. And the good thing for us was, yes, we were helping them out get their offices back safe for themselves and their staff, but also getting to talk to them. They're getting to know, we didn't know you did that. And, so there's 1 or 2 jobs there we're looking at about fitting out offices again. So hopefully rearrange. And so that's been good now. It's just, I would encourage anybody to get on board with you guys to take themselves to a level that they thought they wouldn't be at.
Yeah. Thank you, Brian, really kind of you. But I think even going forward, you were probably be a bit like me. Did you like the personal relationship?
Yeah.
And I think there's and I know it's changing now. We're getting more out. We're obviously sitting in your showroom and your workplace. But one of the things that I know what's going to happen with even the guys that you weren't dealing with, the fact that you've actually done a job for them, you've actually entered their world personally and socially online. And that can only grow if it's dealt with the right way. So that's encouraging. What has been probably one of the, I know you're going to probably say me, but what has been the main, what has been the main thing that you've got from Creative3? And I'm joking about myself. I know we've shared it louder. We've brought your workshop online, and it's been fantastic. But what has been probably the main thing that you've actually taken away from the relationship? I know it's good, and it's really, and you can sing when you're winning. But what has been, you think, one of the main things? I think you maybe touched on it there, that we listened.
Well, it's just not one thing, Henry, to be truthful. Yes, I think you're good at listening, and you certainly add value to what I'm trying to do. Yeah. But if you can't get one of these, you can get another one. It's just 3. So basically, the ideas and on the experience that you guys bring after your long-term business, it's what works. Yeah. I may give you a suggestion, and what I don't want when I'm dealing with guys like you is, I don't want a yes man. Yeah. I want you to challenge me and say, look, Brian, it doesn't work. You need to do this. And I think you have to be able to accept that every idea you have may not be the right idea. So I'm bringing you guys on to lead me in that. So it's not just...
That's where some of the friction came from, by the way. That's where some of the abrasion from Brian. But we reconciled, we kissed and made up, social distancing. It is, but any successful business or any successful partnership, you do have to have that synergy. Because we can't sit here and go everything went smoothly. Because it doesn't. We deal with too many different businesses, and we have to get inside the head of the business owner, into the hearts of the business, and all of a sudden start to make sense of a story. But Brian, look, thanks for taking the time to talk to us and say nice things about us. I know when he gets off camera here, I'll take an absolute dogging. By the way, I can't wait to some of his rugby guys see some of the footage.
There'll be some banter.
Guys, just want to say thanks. If you want to get in touch, DM me or phone the office. It'll come through to me, and we'll look forward to building a relationship with you.